Along with our producer and director, Josh Tanner, David Wilson, Jana Ashley, 16-15, Kent State. Here is the MAC standings board. Kent State and Akron tied. Buffalo and Akron are playing tonight in Buffalo, New York. Toledo just a game back. Central in that lower division right now. A lot of season left and time for teams to make some moves, but this is the middle part of that season where you really have to grind out some wins, Jana.
And for Kent State, being at the top of the MAC standings, put the target on your back every night. For Central Michigan, nothing to lose. Come on the road, throw your best shot, see what happens.
Well, so far, they are shooting 43%. Kent State at 45.5%, but for Central Michigan, Tony Barbie has to be pretty happy right now. Only 2 turnovers so far, so they are taking care of the ball, which I know was a key for you in this game.
Had to be a focus for them. Central Michigan's a team that's turning it over 16, 17 times a game this season. Kent State known for turning teams over. Clearly that had to be a focus on the scouting report, something they worked on for the last 2 days. This game will stay close if they can continue to take care of the ball and get shots up on the rim.
Hornbeak hits 1 out of 2, and Chris Payton comes in for Cloran. See the big man taking a seat there on the Kent State bench. 2-point lead. Bass will bring it up. A little full court pressure by Kent State. They don't show that very often. Bass with the dribble alive. That's Taylor down low. Swings it out. Pavret gets called on a travel. Nicolas Pavret out of Lyon, France. He's a sophomore. 4 points, 4 rebounds a night for Pavret. Kent State with the ball in Jacobs' hands right now. Sullinger will unleash a 3. Bingo.
For Central Michigan, you have to know that's coming. The way Jalen Sullinger is shooting the ball, when he gives it up, expect him to come off that flare screen at the top and get his feet set, knock it down.
Kent State with its largest lead, a 20-15 advantage as we approach the halfway point of the first half. Brian Taylor with the ball. Now Bass. Thomas helping out defensively. Stoffel tried the spin move and whips it right over to Jalen Sullinger on the turnover. Here come the flashes now. Sullinger through the lane, no. Payton, offensive rebound. Knew he had to clear out of the lane there. Jacobs wide open in the corner. Here comes Bass on the run out. There's the lob, and they could not connect with Taylor. Kent State will try and capitalize. They lead by 5 right now. Jacobs with Sullinger asking for the ball. He hoists it up there. This time, no good, but Payton jams it in. Timeout taken by Central. Chris Payton, we talked about him in the open. That is the kind of athletic play that he is capable of delivering at any moment in the game, Jana.
Chris Payton with another highlight dunk. There's a reason he's shooting over 80% from the field. Not that I could get up that high, but if you're that close to the rim, it's hard to miss.
Chris Payton has really turned up his production last 3 to 4 games. In that win against Buffalo, he had 12 points, 6 rebounds, and 5 blocked shots. So he affects the game in so many different ways. But Payton, the 6'7" senior out of Bloomington, Illinois. 4 points, 4 rebounds, but as you mentioned in our opening comments, Jana, those averages are going up.
And it's not something that's common. His average, his scoring, his rebounding, his blocks, it's all going up when they get into MAC play. Normally, you play a MAC team, the scout is very thorough. They know what you're going to do. People's averages go down a little bit. Chris Payton, the exact opposite. He is coming on strong when they need him the most.
Central try and answer in kind. That's Harding with it. Trying to post up. Bass gets fouled. You had two guards down on the block. You had the big man out front. Santiago gets called on the foul. 22-15. Sincere Carey back in. Santiago out. Gio not really used to playing a lot of post defense.
And you look at the team fouls. Kent State was sitting at 2 before that call. Anything that's close is probably going to be called on Kent State right now.
Well, right on cue, Chris Payton comes up with the block. Central retains possession. Only 7 to shoot. Zarzuela trying to shake Jacobs. It is Harding for 3 and knocks it down. Harding with his second 3 of the first half. Just calmly shot it with the timer down to about 2.
Shooting 25% from the three-point line coming into this game, and now he's already hit 2 in the first half.
A foul out in front court. Myron Thomas is trying to lobby for a shooting foul. He kind of chucked it up there at the last second. He was fouled by Pavarette. And they will give Thomas 3 shots. Probably get a second look at that, but Harding picks up his second foul. And so now 4 different Chips players have 2 fouls each.
Heady play from Myron Thomas to get a shot up to get into the act of shooting when he knows he's going to be fouled.
2 more for Thomas. Myron averaging 11 a game. He is a 73% foul shooter on the year. That's his first point. Take a look at the foul here as Pavarette makes contact. Well, Myron was selling and the officials were buying.
Something you see a lot of NBA guys do, get somebody off their feet with a shot fake and then step into the body and still get a shot off. Again, high IQ play to get himself to the free throw line for 3 shots.
24-18. Zarzuela blocked by Thomas. Harding back to Zarzuela. So 2 block shots for Kent State. And Zarzuela gets fouled, almost flipped it up and in from well under the basket. And he earns a trip to the foul line. They got Myron on the foul. That's his first. Team foul number 4. Fouls, as you mentioned, Jana, starting to creep up on Kent State. But CMU right now at 9 team fouls. 1 foul away from a potential double bonus situation for Kent State.
And Kent State, a great team from the free throw line percentage-wise. They're not a team that you want to be in the double bonus for 8+ minutes in the first half.
Zarzuela, terrific foul shooter, 84%. He's had 20 or more in 4 consecutive games. 1 out of 2. Here comes Payton. Chippewas hanging around here in the first half on the home floor of the Golden Flashes, 24-19. Sullinger to Carey. Shot clock winding down. It's at 10 now. Carey trying to split 2 defenders, and there's foul number 10.
Sincere Carey's going to go to the free throw line again with the ball screen defense. It's not a full trap, but they're giving him a lot of attention with the postman. Something that Kent State worked on for the last couple of days in practice, so you know they're ready for that.
Zarzuela the foul. Carey free throws when we come back. Flashes by 5. Just under 8 minutes to go before we get to halftime. Enjoying this one on a Tuesday night at the MAC Center. Long series history between these 2 MAC rivals. Kent State leads in the all-time series, and particularly here at home, they have dominated. Last year it was a home and home with each team winning on the road. It's a one and done this year. Here's Sincere Carey at the line. Makes good on that one. 5 points for Carey.
And we talk about series history, but Central Michigan is a young team, one of the youngest teams in the country right now. A lot of injuries, a lot of young guys playing big minutes. For them, series history means nothing right now. All they see is Kent State, best team in the MAC, and a chance to prove themselves tonight.
Yeah, the series history is tonight's game to most of the players who are playing it at the time. Max Marley is back in. Nice pump fake. Zarzuela. He's at the top of the key with 10 to shoot. Carry on him. Nice move into the lane. Little floater. It might have been a pass for Taylor. Actually make that McCaskill, and he puts it up and in. Not sure if that was a lob or if it might have been tipped by Sincere Carey.
I think Sincere Carey got a piece of that one.
Works out for Central Michigan. They pulled to within 4. McCaskill with his first 2. Sullinger going hard to the glass and lays it up and in. Jalen Sullinger 8 points. They whistle, and not sure if we got a technical foul there.
Delay game. Jalen Sullinger touched the ball when it came out of the net, tossed it back to the officials. That's a part of the men's game. Can't touch it.
Just like MC Hammer's son. Way back in the day, right, Jana?
There you go, with the dad jokes.
27-21. 7 minutes to go, first half. Max Marley, that is the son of NBA great, former CMU star Dan Marley. And Ryan Taylor, just from that same spot where he shot on Saturday. Rattles in that 3, 7 for him, and it's a 1-possession game. Sullinger again trying to stay hot. Off the hands of Taylor. It was Davis who kept that ball loose. Ryan Taylor, the senior out of Detroit, started his career at UIC. He shoots that one with confidence.
And almost at their season average for 3-point made field goals already in the first half.
Chris Payton gets the inbounds. And he'll drive right to the hoop and slam it down with the right hand.
Good inbound set from Kent State. An action that teams on the women's side, the men's side run. Fake handoff. If both guys go with the handoff, then the post player is wide open.
Zarzuela back to Taylor. Pass underneath. McCaskill will slam it in. He has 4 points. 29-26. 5:45 to go. This game elevating above the rim right now. Jacobs off the mark. Miroslav Stoffel. Zarzuela forcing the action, fell down. Jacobs the steal, and now he gets wiped out. And Stoffel will pick up the foul. Well, we go back to Chris Payton, who we've talked about at length tonight. That is what you call the emphatic dunk for 2. Stoffel now guilty of 2 fouls on the night. Personal fouls at 11 for Central Michigan. Kent State is scuffling from the foul line tonight, so they haven't been able to cash in on the foul trouble. 7 of 14 right now.
Uncharacteristic from Kent State at the free throw line tonight. A team that's shooting 75% for the season. You know it's going to be something that Coach Cindy's going to address in the locker room at halftime.
Second shot good. Jacobs has 5 points. Tight ball game at the Mack Center. Flashes with a 17-game home winning streak. Central trying to edge back toward that 500 mark. They're 2 games under in Mack play. Shot on the way. Good. 3 threes tonight for Marcus Harding.
And for Central Michigan, again, it may have been a part of the scout. You know, Kent State, with their ball screen defense, they hedge out very aggressively. Those post players stay with the ball a long time. It's going to allow a shooting post player or a non-shooting post player up until this point to get some space and get open on the 3-point line.
Well, speaking of open on the 3-point line, Santiago got his defender in the air and then calmly knocked down the 3 ball. He has 8 points. Kent State goes back up by 4. 4.5 minutes to go first half. Harding again. Count it. He's He's unconscious right now. 12 on the night for Marcus Harding, averaging 9 a night.
And throw out the percentages. A 25% three-point shooter, for Kent State probably wasn't something they were worried about. Go hedge on the ball screen. If they throw it to him on the pop, then he's not going to hurt us. And so far in the first half, he is hurting them.
Well, Jacobs earns a trip to the line. Carrington McCaskill, his third foul. Marcus Harding, the 6'10 sophomore out of Toronto. You see him kind of pick and pop, and there goes the soft touch. Jacobs back at the line. That one down, 6 points for Malik Jacobs. So it's a 2-point game. 4-32. Central 7 of 10 from three-point range.
Three-point line keeping them in the game right now.
You know as well as anybody who's coached the game, Janet, if you stick around and you compete, it gets in your mind and gets in your opponent's mind. It's a ball game.
For Central Michigan, we talked about the momentum, playing with a lot of confidence right now, shooting the ball well in the first half. For Kent State, normally a team sticking around like this might rattle you. I think they're just cool, calm, they're composed. They normally don't let things like this rattle them.
Here's Zarzuela. He's working on the perimeter. Takes it out for Taylor. Passed up the open three to take it in, and the finger roll is good for Brian Taylor. Nice athletic move. Finishes at the rim. 35-34. Flashes and carry on the attack. Timeout coming up at the next whistle. Jacobs finds Davis for three. Not there, too strong. The weak side rebound for Zarzuela. Bass steps inside the arc, missed it short. Jacobs saves it, but it goes to Pavret, and Harding knocks down the dunk. He is contributing from the arc and from inches away as well. Harding with 14 points, and we have a timeout on the floor. Central Michigan leading Kent State 36-35 late first half.